Okay, so pray to God my camera doesn't die on me. I'm gonna try to run through this stuff quicker. Taking too damn long. Stop it, fucker. So yeah, I just talked about Far Cry 3 and how it didn't look good compared to last year. Then they showed off Splinter Cell Blacklist again, but this time it was just a trailer. But the trailer looked really good. I'm getting really hyped up for this game. Then they announced Avengers Battle for Earth. They show a trailer for it. And that comes out fall 2012. And it had like Spider-Man and Wolverine and Magneto. All these characters, and it looks more like a Marvel game. It did actually show the Avengers from behind, like standing on like a roof. But it looks more like a Marvel game than an Avengers game. But why is it coming out in fall? The movie's going to be getting ready to come out on DVD and Blu-ray by then. You lost your chance to capitalize on it. And yes, I know Spider-Man and Wolverine were eventually in the Avengers, but that was the new Avengers. That wasn't the original lineup. I know my shit, okay? It's fucking gone up like 10% since I started these videos. They announced Rayman Legends. This was like the first like Wii U game that was shown off. It's for the Wii U, so it's got that controller with the screen on it. One person's controlling with the screen, and the other people are playing with the Pro controller that they announced like the day before E3 started. And it looks like an Xbox controller, but the buttons are here while the analog stick is up here. Everything else is pretty much exactly the same. Just to give you to show you how it looks. It looked okay for a Rayman game. I haven't played a Rayman game in my life. Then they announced and showed a trailer that had like no gameplay footage or anything, but a game called Zombie U. And it's Zombi, so it's not like the American zombie, it's like the Italian zombie, the movies. But it's Zombie U. It's coming out for the Wii U. And they actually showed more of this at Nintendo's conference. I'll get to that. But that actually seems like a pretty damn cool game. Yeah. Then they showed off a Wii U sizzle trailer. This conference was like mainly Wii U, like for over half of it. The sizzle trailer, it shows like all the games that Ubisoft is making. I think there was like 9 of them. I think, no, 8. I think it was 8 games. They showed the Wii U logo and then the 8 games around it. Assassin's Creed 3 is going to be one of them. A whole bunch of Ubisoft games. So then they actually showed Assassin's Creed 3. No shocker there, it's a Ubisoft keynote. They showed the trailer and then they did a live demo of it. Looks fucking sweet. I can't even tell you how pissed off I was when I played Revelations, but if this trailer is any indication, then Ubisoft has brought the franchise back to the glory days, and I cannot wait to play it. So then they started going on about esport games. I have no idea anything about these, but they showed some sort of Shoot Mania, which is kind of like, last year or the year before they showed Track Mania. So, yada yada. Then, they closed the conference with one of the coolest, didn't make that one either. I don't know how this didn't leak out or anything because nobody fucking knew about this game. It's called Watch Dogs, and this thing is just, it's crazy. It's like GTA mixed with like the Matrix, mixed with like Deus Ex, and it's all about like hacking, like stuff around the city. It shows the guy walking to like a club, but he can't get in because he's not on the list. So he hacks the security guard's earpieces, and the guy walks away from the door, so he walks in, and it ends with a big old shootout in the streets, and it's crazy. If you haven't seen it, go search for it. You will not be disappointed. There was no release date or system or anything like that given. It just looks fucking incredible. Since Sony has their keynote, not expecting much here. They showed the typical sizzle video before the keynote starts. Sony's been doing that since God knows how long. The first thing they announced is Quantic Dream's new game, the people that made Heavy Rain. It's called Beyond Two Souls, and it's starring Ellen Page. You know her from like Juno or Super, or she was in X-Men 3. She plays in a whole bunch of movies. You see her face, you just like, it's like you instantly recognize her from something. She's going to be playing Jodie Holmes, and I mean, this is what you expect from Quantic Dreams after Heavy Rain. The facial animations and everything are they're top notch. I mean, if you think LA Noire looked good, this game looks fucking great. And it deals with like death and like what happens in the afterlife, but it's still in like the real world, and it looks trippy. Check that one out too. Seriously. So then they show off PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. They demo it on the stage with 4 different characters, and it looks how everyone expected it to look when it was announced. It looks exactly like Super Smash Brothers, but with PlayStation characters. The only way I would ever pick this game up is if they had like Kevin Butler. He was rumored to be a character. He wasn't announced. They did actually announce Nathan Drake and Big Daddy from BioShock, which is like the only non-exclusive thing I've seen in there. Thinking, just trying to think of the characters they announced so far. But a funny thing, Sony on their official YouTube posted the trailer. In the tag section, it said Super Smash Brothers. I don't know why they did that, but as soon as it was found out, it was posted on Joystick, and then right after that, Sony pulled the tag and re-tagged it as other stuff. But it was just funny. You can probably still find the picture over at joystick.com. Let's see. They did announce PS1 Classic, the PS1 classics. They're going to be coming to the Vita. Not all of them, just I think they call out like a handful, like Tomb Raider is going to be one of them. They also announced Hulu Plus and Crackle are going to be coming to the Vita. I don't even think Crackle is on the PS3, so that's pretty cool. I think it is, actually. I think it's in PlayStation Home, which I don't use. But it needs to be like an app on like the XMB. Then they did finally announce they're not announced, but they did finally reveal the Call of Duty Vita title. It's Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. They didn't show anything, they just showed a picture with the logo and everything. They did actually show off, though, Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation for the Vita. It's going to have a female assassin as the main character, first time ever. It looks like the same timeline as Assassin's Creed 3, but different story and everything. They are going to have a bundle that you can buy with a crystal white Vita. I think it's a 4 gigabyte memory card and the game. And I don't think they announced. Oh, it's coming out when Assassin's Creed 3 comes out, same day, October 30th. Then they showed off something from Assassin's Creed 3. It's got like I don't know if it's PlayStation exclusive. That's the way they talked, but I don't know. Nothing's confirmed. I haven't seen anything on the internet about it. And just fucked up my papers. It's gonna have like an open world type of thing. but it's going to be on the water. You're like on a pirate ship, and you're the captain of this pirate ship. You're playing Connor, the main assassin, and it looked pretty sweet. They said it was open world, you can do whatever you want, which is right now Assassin's Creed's alley. Check that out if you haven't seen it. It shows them like going out and like having wars with like all these ships and taking them down in the water. Davy Jones' locker, if you will. Then they brought out the guy from Far Cry 3, who must have just left the Ubisoft conference. And he said something along the lines of, secretly we were working on Far Cry 3 for so long, but secretly we were working on 2 games. And I'm thinking like, holy shit, are they about to announce something like big? But they announced a 4-player co-op, and it looks like it's only going to be on PS3 from the sound of it. And it's not 4-player co-op through the story, it's a completely different thing. And then they showed 4 people playing it. It looked okay. Then they, I don't know why I wrote this so weird. Diggs Nightcrawler was announced. Don't know anything about that. Book of Spells is a PlayStation Move type of deal with like a book, and it has to do with like Harry Potter almost. So if you're interested in like Harry Potter or the books, you have PlayStation Move, check that out. Type in Book of Spells, up in the search bar and search for that, because I just like zoned out at that point. Then the conference got pretty good. Not really. Didn't get good yet. They announced PlayStation Suite was coming to Android mobile. It's actually being rebranded as PlayStation Mobile now. And I was hoping to pick it up on mine. However, they did announce it was coming to HTC phones first, and I don't have an HTC phone. So, but then they did a live demo of God of War Ascension, not the multiplayer portion, but the single player story. It's going to be a prequel for those of you who don't know. It comes out March 12th of 2013, and it looks sick, and it was probably the greatest game they could have showed right before they brought out Naughty Dog to show off and demo Last of Us. And holy shit, did that not just blow everything away that was the whole day, besides Watch Dogs. And it was just, it looked fucking awesome. I can't wait to play it. And, it's Naughty Dog, so it's gonna fucking be great. For those of you who don't know, Naughty Dog is the people who made Uncharted. I mean, probably the best PlayStation exclusive game. Didn't make that one, came close, but no good. I'm just going to try to run through this Nintendo keynote. They start off by showing off the Wii U in black. Miyamoto's out there and he announces Pikmin 3 and he shows it off. They announced that the Wii U only supports 2 of the game pads at the screen. Everything else will have to be either Wiimote or the Pro Controller. They announced New Super Mario Bros. U, which Nintendo has this undying fucking love for putting the name of the system in the game title. Mario 64, Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. U. Then they brought out Warner Brothers and they announced Batman Arkham City Armored Edition is coming to the Wii U. I'm not gonna buy that fucking game again. Just to have like special controls where I could just be like, oh, I want to pick the sonar batarang. I just hit it on the fucking D-pad and select it right away. I don't want to have to swipe 5 screens to get to my inventory. Anyway, they announced that was coming out. Scribblenauts Unlimited is coming to the Wii U. Which, if you don't know, Scribblenauts, I think it was on the DS. and it's basically like create anything and then write it, and then it'll appear in the game. It's kind of like that. It's like unlimited ideas. It's pretty cool if you haven't tried it. I did try it one time when I was at GameStop because I don't have a DS anymore. And they did a sizzle video for the Wii U. They did announce Wii Fit U, again going with this whole putting the fucking title of the system into the title of the game. They announced Sing, which is a new working title for a new like karaoke style game for the Wii U. It looks stupid as hell in the video they showed. Then they gave the 3DS a little bit of time. I thought they were going to announce the new 3DS that's coming out that's larger. They didn't. But they did announce that they're going to be having a 3DS event, I think tomorrow, which you can see on their website, which is e3.nintendo.com. Probably going to announce it there. They showed off New Super Mario Bros. 2, but it's for the 3DS. And he even said a new 2D adventure for Mario on the 3DS. 2D on the 3DS. Then they announced Paper Mario Sticker Star for the 3DS. Then they announced Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. Then they had a 3DS sizzle video. Then they announced Lego City Undercover, which was like the second best game that they showed at the entire conference. It did look kind of, fun. It looked like GTA almost, but it was Legos. And they were actually talking. That was weird. That's coming out for the Wii U and the 3DS. Then they did Just Dance 4, which with the gamepad for the Wii U, you can play Puppet Master and select the hard dances for your stupid ass friends to do. That's going to lead to somebody getting punched, I can guarantee you that one. Then they finally showed off Zombie U, the game that I talked about from Ubisoft. And it doesn't look anything like a system seller. Let me point that out right off the bat. But it does look fucking pretty sick. If the system did eventually have a system seller, and I was like, man, I gotta get me a Wii U, that's probably gonna be like the second game that I buy after the system seller. Because that game, the best part of the whole game to me is the premise of if you get bit, you die. Because you have all these other zombie games, Dead Rising, Left 4 Dead, all these other zombie games, Black Ops zombies, or Call of Duty zombies, whatever you want to call it, where it shows the player, if you get trapped by a zombie, the zombie bites you, and then you just kick it off, and you keep running. What the fuck is that? If you get bit, or scratched, or something along those lines, if the disease isn't airborne yet, then you die. There's no cure, you die. You turn into the thing that bit you or scratched you or whatever. So this game actually looks like it's going to follow through with that. If you get bit, you die. He even said that on stage. Anyway, in the last few minutes of this video, they showed off a Ubisoft Wii U sizzle video, the same one I believe they showed at the Ubisoft keynote. They announced Nintendo Land. This was the last thing that they showed. Then they showed off like Luigi's Mansion for the Wii U, and it was like one of the people with the pad is like the ghost, and only he can see the ghost, and you can't see it. You have to run around with your flashlight that dies, and you have to try to find it. And if you get a Wii U and you're into that kind of stuff, check it out on YouTube. If not, if you're like me and you want the core games, then it's a pass. And I did hear them say, there was no official announcement, but I did hear him say that Nintendo Land will be launching with the Wii U this holiday. That was the only type of announcement for like a launch period for the Wii U. There was no price announcement or anything like that. So that was E3 so far. We still got, 2 more days of games. They showed off a shit ton of games today. Just demoing them on stage, like on G4 or IGN. If I see anything good on that, because there is some secret games that they're supposed to show off later in the week, If I see anything good on that, I'll come back and I'll make a video, maybe show you the game on here. Other than that, I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Like the video if you want. Comment the video if you want. I don't care if it's hatred. Say, hey, fucking fat dick, why are you talking about Halo like that? Whatever. This video's going on 20 minutes now. Over 20 minutes, actually. I'm going to try to download these fucking games. And I'll catch you guys next time.